This is about how I feel. Like I look, not quite here. Often gone somewhere. Okay, the last video we had puppies snoring. Now we have kitties purring. So that'll be my background music. This is a journal from January 27th. And it was an Ascension day. The Mayan day was 13 monkey. And I'm including with it a link to a lovely video that's almost 2 hours long called Deceptively Simple. I think it's a good video. All right. I don't know that anything will or can come through me right now. I have felt really withdrawn without knowing why for the last couple of days. Often when I feel sort of off like this, I can just wait it out. And that doesn't mean try to distract myself or run from it, but just be quietly with whatever it is. Often enough, something will surface to at least give me a hint. I'm not seeing that now, so it's to the journal I come. I haven't written anything for a few days now. Somewhat odd in itself. I'm hoping that with today being the culmination of the current Mayan trecena, their 13-day week, that today's number 13, being the energy of Ascension, will help this come together or sort out or whatever is needed. I had a really sad happening yesterday. 3 lovely birds flew into my big picture window at once, killing them all. I cry when that happens and scold the angels or whoever is supposed to be on guard. Those guys know how I hate this to happen. Sure, I know it's only a body and all that. The little guys can fly free of their form just like we can. I still don't like them leaving their bodies so abruptly in what seems like such an unnecessary way. If I was in charge of things, glass would be made differently so the flying creatures could perceive it and remain safe in its presence. Anyway, I was awakened this morning by yet another hara-kiri happening. Darn, but I detest that. I leave the window a bit dirty, and it's covered with more than a dozen of those plastic cling stencils or stickers to alert the birds. I even stuck 2 on the outside as well as the rest of them indoors. What to do? Each time that happens, and on mornings when I think to make the prayer, I call for the blessing of all birds everywhere. I ask for angels or elementals or whomever to volunteer to stand by all windows and windshields for the protection of our flying friends. Whenever something happens in front of us, we can remember that it's happening elsewhere as well and extend our conscious presence to there and expand the blessing out. Well, why not? We are everywhere, folks. I say, let's start remembering that. By this, let's start pulling ourselves together, back together, from the way it's been sliced, diced, and separated out. That's not real at all, and we know it deep in heart. As soon as we set our intent this way, we begin to reconnect with that inner knowing. It feels really great, like, gee, you've been away a long time already. You know what I mean? You, right there where you sit or drive, actually contain all that is. Yep, the whole cosmos. You'll find it inside of you. No, don't even bother to try to understand. Put the mind in at ease and just be with what is. Journeys like this, no way the mind can make with you. You are that. All that is. I know it sounds crazy, but just say, so what? To the mind and go on. No need to be held up or held back by mind's worries and issues. You can return to that later if you like. Don't let it hold you back now. It's really refreshing, my friends, to expand those wings of yours out and go flying around a bit. You'll find you can do this as long as you don't give it a thought. Thoughts will bring you crashing to ground more often than not. No need of that. It will also tend to show you how addicted you may be to being with or in mind. Many of us are. Heck, we all are until we break free, and then we're not. Pretty simple, that. It just is. As we step out into the divine who, the divine what that we really are, our souls, our spirits are refreshed. We grow tired and stale being cooped up in these 3D bodies, these forms of ours. Same goes for the mind. Another box composed of various limitations. Can you see it this way? Come on. Even just for a bit, just for a break from the stale, humdrum routine. Come on, be adventurous. You'll never know what you are until you do spread those wings of yours. You have them, you know. Or maybe you don't know. Have you ever tried? Well, like most magical things in this life, they are found within heart. So go there for a bit. It doesn't take long either. There's no earning or meriting to this or any such nonsense. You have them by right. You are that, the divine one. Only the deal is, you forgot just to come into this lifetime, play this part in the grand drama. Well, it's closing scenes now. That's what we're in the middle of, so you'd better get used to expanding back out. Your little box and mine and everyone's is cracking all over the place. It won't contain you much longer. Soon you'll be dumped on your cosmic butt. Then what will you do if you never prepared for this? In your survival plans and schemes? What say you? Are you ready to go back to being divine? You are, you know. There, that's an order. Get used to knowing you are really divine. Just try it on. The time is actually long past for this trying on thing, but it works really well at the start of your remembering your dismembered self. What else it works really well for is bringing to the surface all the inner objections you might have to being divine. Did I say it brings up the programming? Well, that's what I meant. Remember, whenever you take on a new belief, it flushes up all that's within the folds of your garment that disagrees with it. That means it's decision time. You get to pick for yourself which will be your beliefs. It's a really great time to scrap a lot of the programming. This is how you get it to come up and reveal itself. Just take on a new self-chosen belief. A really good one, for instance, like being divine. So I'll leave you with that. I'll warn you though, it won't necessarily be easy sailing all the way through it. I'm hitting some rough waters myself right about now. I've been working some more on the self-worth thing. When you take steps toward accepting your own divine nature, it brings up the whole worthlessness thing for you to see and deal with. And that's pretty heavy energy, so just be prepared to deal with it. We are equal to this, my friends. More than that, we are so beyond equal to this and anything else that comes up that it's ridiculous. So stand firmly in heart for this to work. It's sacred work, and we've got plenty of divine reinforcements standing by, ready to help out if we'll just tackle this challenge. They won't do it for us. But if we will just make steps in the right direction, we'll find reinforcements close at hand. So let's take the first step, each one of us. Let's be stepping back up and into our own native divinity post-haste. Time's a-wasted, whatever that silly phrase means. We've been away from actual reality for so long in this crazy 3D dream of ours, we about forgot what it's about, along with just who and what we truly are. So I say, let's have some great fun with this. Hey, why not? Why shouldn't life be fun and a blast and really joy-filled and all that? So we fell for some lousy lies about being unworthy and having to earn things and not being good enough. Time to take out the trash already. Yikes. Are we not done with this garbage? Can we not recognize a lie when we see it? Even better with each day that passes? That's what I'm finding anyway, and I'm no different than you. So, to those who think I puff myself up and put on airs and the like, sorry guys, I hate to tell you, but you're really projecting yourself on me when you see that we're all just the same. Different facets, same gem. That's how I see it anyway. We do best when we look at each other and see ourselves right there. That's really true vision, you know. It's contained in the divine name. I am that, or I am that I am. And of course, then, I must close with this. These eyes, through which I hope to see God, are the eyes through which God sees me. Let's let that be true for all of us. It really is, you know. It's not that you earn it or work up to it or anything like that. This just is. It's a done deal. It's a matter of waking up to it or simply noticing it. It's a skill hanging there on your Batman belt, just waiting for you to discover it. And just like that, some will wake up. And I have a little footnote here. I put a little asterisk by the word sacred that I used up above, and it says, please note the sameness or close similarity between the words sacred and scared. Be with that a moment or three and get the sense of it, of how close they are. And next time you are scared or tempted to be, remember instead that you are sacred, and choose that.